So we are going to do solving linear equations again, this time with negative numbers. This can be done the same time with positive numbers. In our previous work, we have subtracted positive numbers only. So in this lesson, we're just clarifying what we have already done. So if you guys understand signed numbers well, there's nothing really new here. So let's just have a recap of what we have already discussed. So we have here our units, which is worth 1. And here we have our x's with the same amount. And then we have our negatives as well. We are still going to make use of this bar to set the balance of our equation. From our previous lesson, we have this example. We have x, and then on the other side, we have 4 unit tiles. This is our x, and then we have 4 units. Using this black line, we will have our equal sign. So this one gives us x is equal to 4, and the equation is balanced. And then we have another example. We have x with 5 units, and then on the other side we have 8 units. So this is our x with 5 units, and then we have 8 units on the other side. So writing this down, we have x plus 5 is equal to 8. We took out 5 from each side in order to isolate our x. So here we have 5 minus 5 and then 8 also on the other side minus 5. We're left with x is equal to 3. Now going back, x plus 5 is equal to 8. What we did here is we subtracted 5 from both sides. We're left with x is equal to 3. We have also evaluated our answers by replacing the value of x with 3. So we have 3 plus 5 is equal to 8. So that balances our equation. So let's proceed. We have x plus 4 is equal to negative 9. So we have here an x and then 4 units. And then on the other side, we have negative 9. So we have 9 negative tiles. What can we do to isolate the x piece? We could take away 4 positive units from the left side, but we cannot do the same to our right. What can we do? We can actually have the 0 pairs. So we will have to add negative tiles to our left and same also to our right. So here we have added a negative tile for the left side and another also to our right. Okay, and then by having a positive tile and negative tile, we make a 0 pair. This time, we can take them away. Now we can take away 4 positive units from this side. We are then left with x is equal to negative 13. Let's put that into writing. So here we have x plus 4 is equal to negative 9. What did we do? We added negative 4 on both sides. So we have positive 4 plus negative 4 gives us a 0. And negative 9 plus negative 4 will give us negative 13. So we have x is equal to negative 13. Now let's represent this situation. Isis here has some lollipops in a bag. After she ate 4, there were actually 12 left. How many lollipops were in the bag? What do you think? Let's have x represent the amount in the bag she started with. Now she ate 4. We can't subtract 4 from x as we can't break it up. How else can we show that we have 4 less from something? We can have negative units. So it can actually be written in 2 ways. Here we have x plus negative 4 is equivalent to 12 since she's left with 12 lollipops. Or we can also have x minus 4 is equal to 12. Now let's check with our materials. Here we have x plus negative 4 is equal to 12. Let's start with this equation first. Here we have x and we are adding 4 negative tiles. On the other side, we have 12 positive units. Now we need to once again isolate our x. We have 2 ways to do this. We can either take them away or add the opposite. We'll try both. So first, let's take away our negative tiles here. Remember, as we take away negative tiles from this side, we will have to do the same also to our right side. But we don't have negative tiles in our right. So what can we do? In order for us to take away the negative tiles here, we would need the help of some positive tiles. Let's come up with our zero pairs. So here we have a positive and a negative tile. So every time we add a positive tile here, we will also be adding to our right. So another positive one, positive tile, and then another. So now we have 4 zero pairs. By this time, we can now take away our zero pairs because they're just actually equivalent to 0 or nothing. So that gives us x plus negative 4 is equal to 12. We added positive 4 to both sides, so that's plus positive 4 and then another positive 4. Negative 4 plus positive 4 gives us 0. While on the other side, 12 plus 4 gives us 16. So that's x is equal to 16. Let's try another method. We have again x plus negative 4 is equal to 12. So this time we are going to subtract the negative 4 from this side here. So here again, we have 12 positive tiles. So we would have to take away negative 4 from this side. In order for us to isolate the x piece here, we would have to take away our negative tiles. But remember, whatever is done on the left side should also be done on our right. Now we cannot take away negative tiles from here because everything in our right is positive. Now even with the positive tiles that we have in our right, we can still take away negative tiles from them. We can just add the opposite. We'll have to add some zero pairs in our right side. The number of zero pairs that you would have to add to your right depends on the number of tiles you would have to take away from your left. So here we have to take away 4 negative tiles. So that's 1 pair, 2, 3, and then 4. Now again, you're not adding anything here because everything that you have added is actually equivalent to 0. This time, we are ready to take away the 4 negative tiles from our left. Now, whatever you do on one side should also be done on the other side. Take away 1, then another 1, and then another, and then another. You are now left with just an x piece in your left side. So here, we will have to count our positive tiles. We have added 4 to our 12, so that gives us 16. So again, we have x plus negative 4 is equal to 12. We initially subtracted, we took away negative 4, but for this method, we are adding the opposite sign. So change our subtraction sign to addition, and then we added positive 4 instead of negative 4. Same also with the right side. So that's negative 4 plus positive 4 gives us a 0, and 12 plus 4 is 16. So we have x is equal to 16. So that gives us x is equal to 16. Now this time, why don't you try solving other equations? Like x minus 3 is equal to negative 9 and negative 2 plus x is equal to 5. Just let me know what you have discovered.